Hey everyone, welcome to part 1 of my Budapest travel vlogs. I traveled to Budapest for 6 days during the Christmas season, and this video will be what I did and what I ate for the first 3 days. So we were traveling from Venice to Budapest, and unfortunately there weren't any direct flights, so we had to do a connecting flight from Zurich. As soon as we arrived at the airport in Zurich, we got some sushi and poke bowl for lunch before hopping onto the next flight. We took the 100E Airport Express bus when we arrived in Budapest, and it was pretty fast actually. It took less than an hour to get to our Airbnb. In the evening, we went to a restaurant that serves traditional Hungarian food. We tried dishes like goulash soup, which is like a must-try in Hungary, and stuffed cabbage, which is also another must-try. And for dessert, we got this cottage cheesecake, which was also pretty good. Good morning everyone, first day in Budapest. We are going to the most beautiful cafe in the world. I guess that's what they call themselves, which is called the New York Cafe, so let's go.
I wrote a message in my notes that I'm never gonna send to you, saying I'm sorry.
There was a huge lineup when we arrived, and we had to line up for more than an hour to get in. Since the cafe is located in the Anantara Hotel, I would actually recommend staying a night at the hotel to skip the line. The cafe was indeed very beautiful, and the food also exceeded my expectations.
Cause I feel so stupid for falling for you. I should've listened to my friends when they told me not to. They said you're nothing but a one-night stand, trip to Candyland. If you get too close, then you might understand.
We got an afternoon tea set with goulash soup, and I feel like this goulash soup was actually better than the one we had from the night before at Red Pepper. That one was a little bit watery, whereas this one was very dense. The cheesecake was also very good. The apricot jam was a nice little touch. The duck and traditional dumplings was tender and flavorful. In the afternoon, we went to the historical Gellért thermal bath, which existed since 1918, and it was also the filming location for many movies. This is literally the prettiest bath I've ever been to. It's so historical, so vintage.
feel so stupid for falling for you.
We also got a changing room with our tickets, but it's not really that necessary since there are lockers you can access with your wristband. There are many baths ranging from 36 degrees to 40 degrees. There are also a few steam rooms and saunas as well, so I would suggest leaving aside half a day to explore this beautiful bath. Here is a map just in case you get lost, because we actually got lost so many times in there and had to ask a staff member for help. This place literally felt like a maze. For dinner, we crossed the Liberty Bridge and we wanted to go to a place called For Sale Pub, but there were just way too many people lining up. So we went to this little hip, trendy restaurant called Menza. This place also serves Hungarian food, and we got this foie gras with cherry sauce and mashed potatoes, a garlic cream soup with traditional Hungarian fried bread, and a duck burger. Everything was super delicious. We are making our way to a bakery shop for some breakfast, and then we're going to the Basilica, which is really close by. So this bakery is known for their pistachio croissant, so definitely had to try that. It was really nice because it was light and flaky. The ham and cheese sandwich was super big and filling. I also like the interior and just the vibe in general of the place. Afterwards, we walked over to the Basilica, which was like a 5-minute walk. Because we went during Christmas time, you also have one of the Christmas markets in Budapest right across from the Basilica. Just so you know, there's also a mummified hand of St. Stephen's on display. I really recommend getting the full ticket with the rooftop access, because that way you can see the entire city right before your eyes from a bird's eye view. And I would say the panoramic terrace part of the Basilica was actually one of the highlights of our trip. Since we visited around Christmas time, there was also a little exhibition on the second floor with Christmas-inspired art pieces, so we also checked that out. Afterwards, we walked over to the shoes on the Danube. Along the banks of the Danube River on the Pest side lies this tribute in the form of shoes. For me, this is such a moving and thought-provoking place that is not to be missed when visiting Budapest. We finished off the day by getting some burgers and fries from this burger chain that was recommended by a local friend for some of the best burgers in town. In the morning of the third day, I went to LV to try to get an appointment, but they were all out, so instead I just waited at the store. While I waited for a sales associate, I also checked out their perfumes. Later on in the day, we took the tram to the Central Market Hall for lunch. So we actually wanted to check out this fish soup restaurant that was highly recommended by a local friend, but we found out only later on that it had actually shut down a couple days ago. I think we could have still made it if we went on the day of our arrival or something like that, but it still would have been very difficult because we arrived on Christmas Day, so the hours might have differed. At the Central Market, we headed straight to the food stalls because we were starving. It was really crowded around 1 p.m. on a Saturday. We tried this chicken paprika and it was so good. I highly recommend it. We also got this dish called the real goulash from one of the food stalls. I also added a little bit of their homemade spicy sauce and it was really good. After filling our stomachs with food, we walked around the market to buy some souvenirs. I got this paprika spice pack thing for my mom and also bought some chocolates for my students. I also got these paprika pepper magnets as souvenirs. Before heading back to our Airbnb to rest for a bit, we went to a chimney cake shop. Now, chimney cakes are also another must-try in Budapest. I ended up getting a cinnamon one with pistachio cream. In the evening, we went to the Hungarian State Opera for an orchestra concert, and I had purchased box tickets so that we could get a private little room to ourselves. Just keep in mind that if you get a box, you have to buy the whole box, which includes 4 tickets. Thank you so much for watching part 1 of the Budapest travel vlogs. I really hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to check out part 2.